All right, part 2 to finding out that I had preeclampsia, and then right after finding out that my baby had CMV. Okay, so after me and her father found out about that, we were in high hopes. We had good energy. We were still staying positive because we knew that we had God on our side. We knew that all we needed to do was stay in good energy. Everything was okay. They had already told us that our baby girl was healthy. So that was the main thing that we were happy about. She did everything correctly, whatever they were working on to see about basically, you know, the whole routine for the newborns when they're born. We was like not even panicking, but like, you know, still nervous to like know what's going on. But like, we were so grateful because we did stay positive, but it was really hard. Okay, so mind y'all, they were saying that she had a small cyst on her head, on the brain, I believe, or somewhere like how I'm explaining it, right? So what we were told, we understood everything, and we decided to, you know, go ahead and just keep following up with everything, right? So what they said was, we will continue to, you know, check with her blood work and everything, and we will just keep checking on everything and make sure everything is going good. And then we'll also schedule another appointment for a head scan so that we can see an update on the cyst. Okay, so boom, that date comes to get another scan on her head for the cyst, y'all. When I tell y'all, throughout that whole entire period of us waiting, just going back and forth to regular appointments and then getting blood work, I was staying in prayer mode. Me and her dad stayed in prayer mode. We did not let up. Like, when I tell y'all, I was praying over my baby crazy every single day. Like, y'all, God is so good. We went to that appointment and we went to get her head scan, right? And they told us, okay, so when we get the head scan and everything, they were saying they were gonna do the give her anesthesia at first. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly at the moment. Talking about this is already enough, but I think he was saying they were going to do that at first, put her to sleep in order to check her head and everything, but they end up not doing that. And I was grateful because I was hearing about how they don't really like doing that on newborns. Mind you, they already really didn't even want to do this on a newborn, but they had to because, you know, we had to follow up and see what's going on. So they wanted to make sure they were doing everything as safe as possible, and I was down with that for sure. So they ended up not wanting to do the anesthesia or whatever, right? And I was like, okay, I'm good with that. They were able to get her to take a nap, just patted her, soothed her to sleep, and they got the head scan. And the doctor said she ended up waking up at toward the end, but the doctor said they did not see any signs of a cyst. When I tell y'all, my heart felt so freed when, like, immediately when they came in that room and said we didn't see anything. Like, even though they were saying she woke up and she started moving and stuff, before that, the main area where they said they saw something, they didn't see anything. They didn't check, I guess, like anything else maybe, or whatever else other than the main thing they wanted to do, they didn't get to do. But the doctor said she no longer had that cyst on her head. When I tell y'all, I was so happy. And we had to like be sure of it, because I'm like, okay, so what's next? Like, do we need to do another scan or what? Because I don't know how that works. But the next thing they told me was there wouldn't be any more scans unless I feel like I would like to do that if I saw any symptoms of any problems whatsoever, I guess. But God has been so good. My baby is so healthy, and I am so grateful to God. So the last thing the doctor was telling me was, usually for patients that have CMV, babies that are born with CMV, they usually, even if they don't have any symptoms or have any problems that show that they are needing of different type of care, like, you know, like, it really depends, because it's so many different things. And I'm so grateful to God that she had the most lowest grade of CMV. The doctor said there was a medicine that they have all babies take for a certain amount of months until a certain time, so that they can be sure of not having any problems with their body whatsoever. And they were basically saying that it wasn't necessary, but he recommended it because they wanted to be sure that she would not have any problems when she, you know, got older. Because some in some cases, children do struggle with other things when they get older if they still have problems when they are younger. And I am so grateful to God that we were blessed enough to be able to have my baby healed. I am saying she is healed. And you know what? Even though I was scared to have my baby take that medicine, even though I'm allergic to a medication, I still had my baby take that medication because I did not want any problems. So my baby took that medication for the amount of time she had to, and that medication took my baby hair out. It took her hair out, y'all. But I was like, you know what? I don't even care because my baby is healthy. My baby is alive and well and healthy, and she is freed of that cyst. That cyst is gone, and I was just so grateful. That's all I could think about. And I literally was just in an energy of just being at awe because God has shown me. God is in charge. I've been through a lot of things throughout my childhood, my life, and a lot of near-death experiences, and I'm still like astonished every single time God like does anything in my life. I'm always overly blown away. But him healing my daughter the way he did, it really was beautiful. I'm not gonna cry on this camera. I'm not. I am very grateful. That's what I can say. I am very grateful to God that my baby is healed. And I am healed from preeclampsia. Oh my goodness. I haven't even been talking about me. All while taking care of my baby and making sure she's good and you know, trying to make sure I'm good. Me and her father, we had to go back and forth to appointments for myself as well with preeclampsia. And mind y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this. This is not for everyone. But me, myself, and I had to stop taking some of my medications earlier than some of the other ones because that was causing harmful things to my body. I already am allergic to a medicine, so I already knew that my body might not have a good reaction at all. So I did end up stop taking it, and I just focused on eating healthier. Of course, I don't eat bad, but I focused on eating healthier things, of course. And I made sure that I stayed prayed up. I asked God to like literally order my steps, and I'm still working on me literally by when it comes to like getting my life even better when it comes to eating healthier foods. But I am grateful that when I went back to the doctor, my blood work, everything came back correct for me. Everything that was I felt like was just like, oh my gosh, there's too much going on. It literally all worked out. I healed myself while healing my daughter. Me and her father healed her together. And he helped me heal me by helping me take care of her. And helping me just take care of me as well by just being there for me. Very, very, very grateful for her father. Everything literally worked out. And I'm just sharing my testimony because even though whatever situation you're in, please know that God got you. It might be hard right now. It might be so hard, but God definitely got you. You might not feel like you can take anything that you're dealing with right now. But let me tell you, if you give it to God, God is going to put you in situations where you're going to feel like it's getting worse. It's not getting worse. It's not getting worse. It's actually getting better. I'm not going to cry out here. If you allow the negative thoughts to get in, that's when it gets worse for real. But when you keep your faith and you stay strong and you know that God is working in your favor, you're going to see the little blessings add up. You're going to see all those little things that people try to like basically dismiss. Whatever it was that you felt like was little, that nobody said was an accomplishment for you, if you didn't get a congratulations or anything or whatever it was for you, God saw it. And that's what kept me going. God. Because I went to God with everything, every emotion, not just when I was sad, when I was happy. I thank God every single time because I want to keep that happy feeling every single time. My 10 minutes on here is almost up, y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening to me and my baby's testimony. I really do hope it helps somebody. All right.